Eagle Jon. Today I'm going to set up a snare. I've been going through the woods. I found a nice tree here. I'm going to have to cut the end off. It's got too much resistance, too much weight on the end, so I'm going to cut it off around here somewhere. So here's the end of my pole. It's got resistance on it pulling up. Got pull on it. It's going to yank the animal into the air. So I'm going to come down back about 4 or 5 inches, 6 inches or whatever off the end of this, and I'll put my first pole right here. These have to be in the ground far enough to where the pole of our snare tree doesn't pull it out of the ground, so it's got to be enough so I can't pull it out this way. So let's take a look. So I got my tree right here. Not bad. Okay, I'll put my other one back here. All right, so here's the trap snare. It's a hair trigger. It took me quite a while to get on there without touching anything. So I got a square knot up here, or a trucker's knot. And I have this little piece right here that keeps this from sliding down when it goes up in the air, so the animal won't get off. And then this is a square knot on this piece. And then there's a slip knot on the noose. I got a little piece of stick over here sticking out to put my loop on. Another piece on here to keep my loop spread apart. And of course the trigger, the tree that supplies the tension. And this is not, I haven't found a rabbit path or a squirrel path or anything or little that animals use. I'm just setting this up in the open just for demonstration. But I'll also put some on each side. I'll put some sticks coming out at an angle here to keep them going in a cone shape on this side and this side and on the other side. So when he comes in here, when he walks in here, he can't go that way or that way. He's got to go in from both sides. Okay. So I'll try to hold this down and show you. This slips through there. So when it pulls up, it goes right around my arm. It slips very easily. I only want to make the loop as big as I need it, small as I can. trigger. Okay, now I'll trigger it and let you see what it looks like. Okay, that stick weighs, this stick is probably 6-7 pounds. All right, here's another shot of the trap. Got the loop. I'm going to show you how to tie this slip knot here in a minute. But these things are so tricky to set up. They're so here to get this one to stay and this one to stay. You're talking about a pain in the butt. But it's got to be done because it's got to be hair trigger. So I got the bottom of this loop is off the ground about 1 inch, 2 inches, because the animal has to stick his head through there. And so you got food on this side and just on the other side. So he puts his neck over the loop. You don't want his body through it or a foot through it. You don't want his neck, so it happens quick. Either snap his neck quick or strangle him quick. You don't want any unnecessary harm to the animal suffering. So I got a stick that's smaller than the other one. I want to stand back and throw this in there and we'll see what happens. Okay, that's probably about 4 pounds, maybe 4 pounds, 3 pounds. So you want this, when you test these, you want this to be at least 1.5 feet off the ground. Be at least 1.5 feet off the ground. You don't want the animal's feet touching, it'll strangle. You want them in the air so it'll be over with quick. Anyway, just wanted to show you one snare.